Yep. So, hello everyone, good morning and good evening. So, let's start today's session. Okay. So, today, okay, last class we have discussed about the client right, Angular creation. Okay. So, first we're going to start with uh, complete client setup, right? Like Bootstrap creation, Bootstrap configuration, and like components creation, modules creation, and NGRX setup. So complete client configuration we do, and then we'll start with the design, and then we'll develop a REST API, and then one by one we'll connect and we'll make the full-fledged application. Okay. I think I have a documentation. Um, Angular morning, Angular code, brains cart, notes. Yep, this is the notes. Okay. So this is the whole story. Let me just copy that, and also this brains cart copy. I go to here. Will you keep in the client or will you keep in the okay in the client src? I create another folder, another directory called notes. Inside I'll be pasting the content. Okay, just don't add. Okay, so let me open this in Explorer. Okay, let's open this. Yeah. So first we have to start with this setup is done. Client folder with the client code. Server code will do it later. Yeah, we made it. Yeah, folder structure looks like this. We have a root folder in that components, navbar and home, services and models for this guy. Okay. And there are three modules we have to create: products module, orders module, users module. And these are the commands to create each module in the app module: products, orders, users. And each module we have their own folders. Okay. And we can create the multiple components and then we'll do the NGRX setup. It's a complete, it's a long story. Okay, this much. Okay, we do this whole setup. First of all, before we proceed, let me configure Bootstrap. So how we configure Bootstrap is, uh, we need to have a Bootstrap folder. So let me grab the Bootstrap folder from our existing setup. If you go to the Angular evening batch, somewhere in fundamentals, I think everywhere data Bootstrap folder. If you go, yeah, in the app, I think not in the app, no. Where is the Bootstrap folder? Yeah, here. So in the SASE, we have a Bootstrap folder. Let's copy the same Bootstrap folder, keep it in the SRC folder. Okay, so Bootstrap folder I kept here. And let's give the configuration in where we give the configuration of Bootstrap in the angular.json. Let me go inside angular.json. Here, styles scripts. Let me grab the styles and scripts from previous setup. I think it's angular.json. I think in app folder. Sorry, not in app. src. No, here root angular.json. Yeah, this is the one. When I open, you have this one. So same setup because same I use copy. You just need to give this in a styles array. Okay, bootstrap font awesome, bootstrap.css, mdb styles and all done. And scripts, the same scripts, paste it here. Fine. So now we are done with the bootstrap configuration. Okay, we just kept a bootstrap folder and we given a links in a angular.json. One more thing is, let me give the font awesome online link to give some icons. Support, go to index.html. Here I have to give the font awesome link. Let me get the font awesome link, copy. So I say link paste it online photos. I hope that's fine. And let me start the Angular and we'll test the Bootstrap setup. So go to client folder because we made Angular code in the client folder, right? Let's say npm start. Before I do npm start, I go to package.json. Here, ng service there. I'll make hyphen o for start the browser as well. I mean, it opens the browser also automatically with this option hyphen o. Yes. So you save it. Go terminal and now run npm start. Okay. So first time application takes some time. We do the lot of compilation and building process. Initial setup takes time. Okay. So let's wait for that. Do you need anonymous? Just say yes. Enter. Come on. It will do compilation and building. Okay. So now it's starting. Okay. So I get this. Okay. So first of all, yeah, this is the default Angular application, right? That's fine. Now, I don't need this client here. Not looks good, no? Where did this come from? Index.html. Let me go inside. I think this title client is there. Let's say brains cart. Okay. Yeah, brains cart. You can get something called online shopping. Online shopping. Okay, fine. Now I don't need this setup. We know all this is coming from app component.html because yeah, I'll tell you the flow. When when you enter this URL, it will go to the index.html. When you go to index.html, so app root has been configured. This is like a app component. When you go inside of app component, you can see HTML, CSS, and title and all this. Okay. When you go inside app.component.html, still indexing. How much time? I think done. Yeah. So go inside HTML. You can see the source code. This is what it is. I don't want anything. Just simply delete. So if you delete, you don't see anything here. That's fine. Scratch. Let me test my bootstrap thing. So let me write something called a simple button with the class called btn minus success. Something called login. So am I get the bootstrap? Yes. So bootstrap has been configured successfully for my application. That's fine. Now, now let's do the other configurations. What is that is first you have to create a root folder with all the components and all. So let's make that setup now. In the app, I create a folder root. Okay. So in this root, I need new directory for components for root level components. Okay. I create a folder for components and yep, components. One more is for services. One more is for models. Fine. And then next we have to create a module. So there are three modules required: products, orders, and users. So this is the command to generate. So we're gonna execute this command on my root folder. That's my app folder. So you can just select the app folder. Uh, right click, open internal. Come on, right click. Um, open internal. Let's simply copy this. I think it's correct now. Products root path. Okay, fine. Copy, paste it, enter. So this creates products module. It's like our menswear, kidswear, and all here. Yeah, it's made with routing and all. It does some updates in app module. That's fine. So next, let's execute this command. Paste it, enter. Okay. Next, this command users. Copy this and paste, enter. Okay, it's made. Exit. Okay, now check. We got orders, products, users. So let's start with orders. I need inside these many folders like components, services, interceptor, guards, models, and all this. Actually, interceptors and guards we just keep in root level, not for the particular module level. Okay, so can you do one thing? In the root folder, I create a folder for interceptors and another folder for guards. This is for authentication and not required for everyone. Okay, let's save it. Component services models action reducers will start with when you do NGRX setup, then we'll do these three. So these three is common. So orders, I create new directory components and services services and models. Okay, and same set of folders also required for, let me copy all the folders required for products. I'll just paste it here, three folders, and I need same folder setup for users, paste it. So components, model, services. Fine. Next, we can start creating the components. So users module, wait, actually we missed something. In root level, we need two, navbar and home, and then we'll go with the component module level. So root level, we need components, navbar and home. So go to root components, right click, open internal. So let's say nggc navbar. Okay, fine, and then nggc home. So in company, they develop based on the requirements and based on the progress of the projects. They dynamically create the modules, components, services, and all based on the application grows. Okay, but at this time we know the complete picture of the application, so we can make it. Okay, and services you want. Okay, this just keep service as it is. By the time we start here, we'll do something here. And then for each module level, we have to create the components and services. So first let's start with user module. We want login, registration and profile. So go to um, users module. So right click, I think it's components folder. Yeah, open in terminal. So let's say nggc login. Can I write like this? Login user, login hyphen user, or do one thing. I'll just slightly modify. This is user login. This is user register, and this is user profile. Okay, fine, and user service. Fine. So let's say nggc user hyphen login. Enter. Next, nggc user hyphen register. Next, nggc user hyphen profile. Sorry, I made a mistake. User profile. Okay, so let's go to services folder, cd space dot dot cd space services. You can do right click of the user services folder. Okay, you get come here. So just say nggs for service user, just user, enter. Okay, it's done. Next, um, yeah, I think this is done, right? Model, we are not sure model by this time, so we'll make it later when time comes. We'll do exit. So let's start with another module, that is products module, components and services. So let's go to products, components, open terminal. We need menswear, kidswear, womenswear, upload, let's say product upload and product details. Okay, let's start with this guy, menswear. ng sorry Nggc space, enter. Next, Nggc women's, mensa, mena. Okay, women wear, just say women hyphen wear, enter. Next, kids wear, Nggc kids hyphen wear, enter. Next, product upload and details. Up next, Nggc product hyphen upload. Last one, Nggc product details. Okay, so next we have to go to service and create a service. The whole module we have only one service, cd space dot dot cd space services folder. You can do right click, open terminal, and just say nggs for service, right? So this is simply say product, enter. Okay, it's created. Let's exit. Now what's that? Orders module, these things. Okay, so products over, components over, services over, that's fine. Orders module, components folder, open terminal. So let's start with cart, checkout, order list, and order. I think it's this order. Not sure why this order. Let's see. If not, we'll remove. Okay, NGGC cart. So for cart page, NGGC checkout. Next, NGGC what order list. So after you place the order, you get the order list page. No, that is this one, order list, and one more is there, order. Not sure what is this. Yeah, we'll make this ladder. Okay, I'm not doing this. Maybe this is extra. I think it's not required for us. Okay, fine. And then the same documentation you follow. This is the same documentation. I keep it. Services. Cd space dot dot cd space services, and then nggs order, and okay, that's fine. Okay, we stop here. So now let's start with ngrx setup. Okay, so before that, let me confirm is everything is done. We have order folder, components and services, fine. Models we have not created till now, we'll do it. Products we made, route we made, users we made, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, so now it's time to configure the ngrx. So ngrx means you have to install a lot of libraries: ngrx store, ngrx devtools, ngrx fx, and we also install ngrx schematics. Let's make it here. This is not required. Okay, so these things we have to install. uh, so let's do one by one. Actually, last example I did all in one shot, but I was not getting the hint, right? Direct hint. So better I do one by one because I was not getting the hint. I don't know, from some reason. Yeah, let's go to the root location app folder, open terminal, let's paste ngrx store, enter. Come on. Next, this one, copy. Yeah, it's finished. So paste it for ngrx store devtools for debug, right? So you want to see the actions and all in the browser's debug tool. Yeah, we need that. I mean this module. I mean this library for that. Okay. And next, what is that? fx separate module. Copy. Come on. So while doing the setup, be careful. Okay. If you keep in some different folder, then whole application will become mess up. Okay, so you should be very careful where you're executing the command and what's the command you're executing. Yeah. So next, fx, copy, paste it, because that's why I share you this document. Just follow documentation and this video and do accordingly. Okay, and make sure you do in a client folder, because this client folder means Angular project. Okay, and along with besides client, we'll get the server code also. So because this kind of setup is required for deploying to Heroku. Okay, because lastly we'll deploy to Heroku, so I need in that way. Oh, you can do like that. Okay. Next, let's copy this last one, schematics. Okay, schematic space, enter. Okay, it's done. Yeah, let's add schematics to Angular CLI. So it's not install, okay, so just configure. Okay, so let's add the statement, paste it, enter. So if you add this, then you can start using ng generate command to make creation of all these guys. Okay, yeah, it will do internally. But something which is wrong here. What is that? Is see, ng generate schematics effective root. But I given something called module. This is something wrong. If you give module specific, it will add like for features. So you have to make it manually to for root. Instead, just say extra option is hyphen hyphen root as well here. State with the root and root also with the root effect. If you wish, you can take caps also. Fine. Okay, state root level and root also root level. If you give this option, then this extra setup is not required. It will automatically configure with root for root. Okay, and for each module level is for feature. Okay, I think that's fine. Let me try. Yeah, it's done. Updation. So now let's start creating the state and the store and effects for the root level. So let me just copy this for store. I think it's exactly correct. App module. Yeah, it's correct. Copy this. Go here and paste it. Enter. So it will do the complete store file creation and also it does the configuration there. Okay, done. Next step is this guy. Copy, paste it, enter. Wire up successful failed action. Yeah, yes, yes, and create function. Yes, enter. Okay, fine. Now let's check how it is get configured in my client SRC app module. So both should be with for root. Yes, super. Okay, and let's create a root level reducers folder. That is the root reducer. This root level state configuration. Okay, and then we have fx root level fx. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so next thing will be create each store reducer action and effect for each module level. So in users module, they're all in the users module and name is like user. So let's make the setup in each module level. It means users folder. This is for root folder. So you go to users folder. So first let me exit from here. Exit from here. It says some problem. NGRX appears to be NGRX module to be resolved. How come? Let me restart. npm start. It will configure now. Okay, so now it's compiled successful and no issue. No issue. That's fine. Okay. So now, um, okay. So now let's start creating the FX reducers and all for, I think something is missing. Action, reducer, FX and state. State also there, na? Yeah. So this one for module level, go to app users module, right click, open terminal, just users module. Okay, so let's say I think its command is correct. Yeah, copy this. So by now we get fx folder, reduces folder, actions folder, and all. So reducer copy, paste it, and next copy this. It asks for success and failure. Just say why. Any question, just say why. Paste it and actions. Why and why. Lastly, the effect. Copy, copy, paste. Why and why. It's done. So let's start with the products module. In the products folder, product, reducer, action, and all. That's fine. Exit from here. Okay, you got this error because yeah, I made a note. Right, you have to do dot slash environment. Yeah, after you did this, this is a known error. Okay, we have to make this dot. Where it is in the users folder, reduces index.ts somewhere here, dot slash. Okay, now that's fine. Okay, and lastly, we'll restart one more time, so that will fix all the works mostly. Yep, and now let's start with another module, um, products. Go to products, right click, open internal, and here let's make this guy, copy, paste it, enter. Full of commands. You know, commands only this much process. If you want to do everything from scratch, it'll take one day. Okay, now it is just 1 hour. Okay, copy, paste, enter. That's the setup. Actually, there should be some script which will generate everything, right? Okay, why and why. Yeah, in company, people will write a scripts also, because your team lead or someone will write a scripts. It is generate only one time process. Okay, if you want to do again and again, they'll make a scripts, some gulp script, something they write. So with that, in one shot, you can make the complete setup. But hardly project means they won't do everything in initially, right? They do module by module based on the progress of the project. So definitely that's not required. Why and why. Next, this guy, paste it, enter. Again, why and why. Done. Before we close, exit here. Yeah, you get the same error. Go to products, reducers, index.ts, just make dot slash. Okay, fine. We'll do last restart one more time. Yeah, so done with products module. Last one module is orders. Go inside the orders. Right click, open terminal. Command order. Yes, correct. Copy, paste it, enter. Yep. Next, this guy, copy, paste it, enter. You say just y and y. Okay. Actions. You do control V, it will work. Okay. Control V, paste. Y and y. Lastly, this guy, copy, paste, enter. Y and y. Okay. So what else? Yeah, this one is missing, huh? Exit. Yeah, it's missing. Go to orders module, reducers, index.ts. Let's make dot slash. Okay. So let me do for safe side. Let me refresh. I mean, let me restart the whole application because we already done, right? So let me restart the Angular one more time. So just fix everything. Okay. If you see any error, then we'll focus on it. Okay. So Control C, Y, npm start. See, they have changed this. Did you observe? Earlier we were getting something called building 100%, 20% something. No, now they changed these things because I upgrade to NG new version. No, NG 11. Maybe because of that they changed. Because earlier we used to see the 5%, 10% building and all. Now it's nothing. Just generating the build process. Okay, maybe they change them internet scripts. Additional asset processing. See, this whole setup is just we were not getting this way. Correct? Yeah, it's made in this way. Nice, it's clean. Otherwise, you would see the long list of logs. This is fine, simple. Okay, so application has started and no issue. That's pretty well. And so where we stop, where we do is, I think this is done, right? Next we'll do the server configuration. Can we start doing the server configuration now itself? Actually, not required. Or at least the default server creation we'll do. Any setup only, no? Yeah. So let's start. Let's keep this guy as it is. Okay. So let's start doing the server configuration as well. Server configuration. Which do well once we do the complete default setup, then we'll start focusing on application logic. Okay. So let's make server creation. Server creation means you have to install all these modules, and this is the command to install. But before we install, we need to have a package.json. Okay, this whole brains cut angle itself is the server application. So here only open terminal, just say npm init hyphen hyphen yes, enter. So this creates a package.json for us. Check it out. You got package.json server code here only. Okay, no server folder, just inside of this folder. Okay. So now once we get the package.json, I create one file JavaScript. This says server.js. Okay, this is your server Express server startup file. Okay, and let's install all the modules. Yeah, we need bcrypt call.env and all the story. Simply copy this line, paste it, enter. Okay, fine. Now, uh, yeah, let's also modify my package.json with the start script is not there. Yeah, let's make yeah, main file also it is server.js, main file server.js, and start script nodemon space server.js. Okay, actually as of now you want to start a client, you have to go to client folder and start. Okay, you want to start the Express server, go to server folder, I mean this root folder, and start. Instead we can write some script that will run both together. Okay, I'll tell you that in a moment. First let's do the configuration. Okay, you have to install something called concurrent module. So with that you can do both simultaneously. That's fine. Let's do the basic setup. Yeah, it's done. Before I start with the REST API configuration, you have to configure the server. Okay. Here, before I start with server again, I create one folder, new directory for config. Okay. You can do config folder or directly .env file. Yeah, better I'll just create .env file directly. The name you enter looks like a file name. Do you want to create a file name .env instead? What man? Oh, sorry. I just created. I said directory there. So new file .env, enter. You get .env supported plugins. Just ignore. Okay. So here what you write? I'm gonna write host name 127.0.0.1. So by the time we deploy, we'll change it. Okay. So port number 5000. Okay. And MongoDB URL. So let's say local URL because we're gonna connect cloud as well. Local URL. Actually, what is our database name then? Database name will be, there is no database name here. Okay, let's go open our another one in the client src notes. We have a doc file. Their database name is there. Let's open the doc file. So two documents are there. This is just full of commands, and this is information, more elaborate information here, along with one more PDF file also there. Let's get that. Yeah, this is the design. Keep both here. So text for commands, docs for more information, and PDF design. Yeah, this is a design. Okay, so front end design, all pages is this. Okay, so in Word document, if you go inside, there is somewhere database configuration. Yeah, database name is brains Kart Angular, not capital B, just say B. Array, array. Okay. Brains Kart Angular, but I think I have already this database, man. Let me delete everything. Go to Compass. Yeah, 1 second. Go to Compass. Yeah, it will take some time. Meanwhile, I proceed with here. So MongoDB, no lowercase. MongoDB :/ 127.0.0.1 /27017 brains cart angular. Okay, that's my database name, brains cart angular. Okay, I have already brains cart angular, so let me delete this guy. Brains cart angular morning is there, brains cart angular is there. Simply delete. So let's make the drop database brains cart angular. Copy, paste it, drop it. So brains cart angular has gone. Okay, uh, that's fine. Or you can give something called evening batch or something. Can we give the batch code also? Okay, let's say brains cart 03 hyphen a, I think 02, right? 02 hyphen AGLR hyphen MEVNG. That is database name. Okay. I think we can create in this way. Yep. Let's also modify your document then. Document also same way modified. Okay. So brains card 02 AGLR evening. Anything which you prefer. Okay, because I have multiple batches, so that's why I am doing it. Anyway, once the batch is finished, I'll remove the database. So brains cart 0 to angular evening. That's fine. Now, um, okay. So now let's start with the server. Server how? Okay, it's a long story, man. Mm, okay, you take break. Not required. Just will finish. Constant express is equal to require express, and then constant app is equal to express initialize. Then what? Let's get dot env is equal to require dot env. Next, constant course is equal to require course, and constant mongoose is equal to require.
Course concept is pending.
Is it?
Yeah, you didn't tell na why is course
Okay,
required.
okay, okay. Yeah, I'll explain. I'll explain. Don't worry. Uh, mongoose. Uh, okay, okay. I'll make a document on it. Simple concept only, but it's very important for interview purpose. I'll
Yeah,
make a
better,
document.
better,
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Okay. Uh, Now, let's configure cards. Let's say configure cards. App dot use. It's not giving me the hint because I have not load library for this project. So settings, um, language and framework, JavaScript, libraries, select Express and JSON Web Token. That's fine. Remaining all the small, simple ones. Okay. So cards. Okay. So app dot use. What man? I think it's still indexing. Actually, wait. Mongo is also not required. Is there? Not there. No. Leave it. Okay. App dot use cards. Cards done. And this configure dot env. So we have not made a folder called config folder. We just made a file called dot env. So we can just simply say dot env dot config. That's it. So by default, it will look for dot env file. If you give some other name or something, you can just give the path of it. Okay. And if it just dot env, you can just do this one. That's enough. Okay. Or else you can do like path. By default, look for the same path only. Dot slash dot env. You can do like this. So folder name dot slash this root folder and dot env is a file. You can do this way. Okay. Next, configure express to receive the form data. Okay, so app dot use express dot json. Anyway, we are sending only JSON format. That's one is fine. Next, let's make a hostname port number. So constant host name is equal to how we get the host name because we already configured the .env. So we get process.env dot host underscore name. Okay. Next, constant port number is equal to process dot env dot port dot port. Am I given underscore? Yeah, please check. Yeah, it's correct. And then let's make anything else. Yeah, let's make MongoDB database connection. Mongo. Okay, just say connect to MongoDB database. Okay, so just say mongoose dot connect. You provide the URL that will be process dot env dot I copied paste it dot then. dot catch. Okay, so here you get some response for successful connection. For catch, you get the error. But before I proceed, I need to provide some options also for Mongoose. That is something called use create index true, use uh, use use find and modify is false. Remaining only find and modify is false, remaining all true. Use new URL parser true and use unified topology true. Okay, so you get the response here. You get the response means successfully connected. Let's make a console.log connected to MongoDB successful. Later we'll change this to cloud URL and you get the error. If you get some error in the while connection, you can just print console.error of error and you also stop the process because without database you can't proceed. So process.exit of one. So stop the process if stop the process if unable to connect to MongoDB. Okay, that's fine. Next, let's make an empty request. Default path that is app.get for empty slash. I make a function. So you get request and response. Let's make no, I think it's response dot send response dot send. Let's make some backtick. Let's say h2. Let's say welcome to brains cart express server application. Let's say only server application. Fine. And here you have to do the router configuration. Okay, so before router configuration, I'll just listen to port number. Okay, just say app dot listen to the port number and the host name, and then one function. You make the console log for confirmation of server startup. So express, you can make backtick. Express server is started at http colon slash slash host name colon port number. Okay, done. So let me test the logic. Let me test the default server startup and then let's configure a router. Okay. So simply go to the here only. BrainsCard Angular is the server only. If you go inside client, then it'll become Angular. Okay. So in server location, just say npm start because we already configured the start script in package.json. Just say npm start. It will do automatic restart because we are using NodeMon. Yes, its server started and connected to database successful. Database successful. Structure not required. Okay. Let's start with the router configuration. So I create new directory called router folder. In this, I need multiple routes. For example, if you see the document, yeah, user route, product router, payment router, order router. Okay, I create new Java step. Just say user router. So express. So express. Sorry. Constant express is equal to require express. Okay, and then constant router is equal to express dot capital router. Okay, and write the logic and just say export no module dot exports is equal to router. This warning. Access correct only. Maybe some build issue or something. Just leave it. It's correct only. Module dot exports is equal to router. That's fine. So let's write a logic here. Before I write a logic, okay, let's write logic here. You have to write multiple routes configuration. It's a long story. This setup. I think we have a better document here. Hmm. User router slash user slash register. But I'll do one thing before it. Let me configure it with here. Let's say app dot use. What is the root for this? Slash user slash user slash user. Let me just configure the slash user. I just use require dot slash router slash user router. Okay. So anything start from slash user, it'll go to user router. And from here, remaining things you can configure. Yep. So first of all, usage will be register a user. Next URL and all copy, paste it. Okay, fine. Let's make a dummy router. Router dot it's a post request and path slash register because user already configured. Let's make one register there and comma one function. So this will take request and response QUEST response. Okay. So default response as of now response.json or just the status of 200 dot json. Let's make default response result is success and message. Okay, this is you are under registration user. Okay, fine, and let's make multiple login. Same story. Copy that and paste it. So this is for a login user path slash login and email and password, only email and password. So just email and password, no confirm password for login. Email and password is a post request, public is fine. Now let's say just login. This is for login of a user. Fine. Next, get user information. Actually, this we can make this with login only. Okay, let's write it and tell you I do. I can then mix with login only because for events booking we have mixed it in the login only. Yeah, so let's make it. As of now, I'm doing it. If possible, we'll change later. Get user information. Get user information, and so it is just slash, nothing much. So it is just slash, and no fields to provide. No fields and private request. As of now, public only. We'll make later private. So it's a get request success get user information. Okay. So private means you have to configure the authentication for middleware. Okay, just check the token, and if token is available, you get data. So that way, but others I'm just making public. We are not configure the middleware and all. So yeah, and one more is update address because on the UI we gonna update address now. That is this one. Yeah, one last one. So let's copy paste it here. Mm, create or update address. Path will be slash user slash address. Can you copy the everything? Replace here. Okay, so it will be the slash address and it's gonna be the post request again. Post. Yep. Success. Simply just say create or update address. Okay, fine. Now this is about user registration. That's fine. Now start with product router. So I create new JavaScript product router. Let's say constant express. Same story, na? Why can't you grab this and paste it? Why can't you export it? Copy, paste it. Done. Now let's configure this like with a name called product. So slash product everywhere. So let's configure that with the path call slash product. This will be the product router. That's fine. Now go to product router. Let's start with the logic. This is the one men's collection. No, I started upload slash star slash usage. Usage will be upload products and this remaining same to same. Okay, so router dot post request. Let's make the path is slash upload because product is already configured, and let's make here you get the two things request response request response and here dummy. Let's make this guy copy and paste it. Success upload a product confirmation. Yes, fine. Next, get men's collection, women's collection, kids collection. Get a single product. Okay, simply copy this entire story, paste it. So get men's collection slash men. Let's say get slash men. Why can't you copy? Why time waste? Okay, so this a get request slash men. Just say men's collection. Simple and apostrophe yes. Okay, okay slash. Fine. Let's make copy one for women's. Just say WO and the path slash woman and everything same slash woman. So this will be WO and just say WOM. Okay, fine. Next, kids collection. This is slash kids. So copy. This is kids collection. No apostrophe. Okay. So slash kids, kids collection. Okay. And now I know this way apostrophe s woman apostrophe. It's different, no? Women's and women apostrophe s. This is different. This is different. Okay. So copy this. So let's make it here. This is for what? Get a single product. Single product is what? Um, here. Uh, this guy product slash ID. So get products slash colon ID. So no fields. So get colon ID. So you get the ID like this. Let's product ID is equal to request dot params dot ID, and that you supposed to print over here somewhere. Let's make backtick get single product with an ID Let's make the prototype. Fine. So that's fine enough with the product router. Next starts with the order router. Let's make the order successful and all. So slash order, post request is for placing an order, and get request to get all orders. Okay. Yes, let's make this one. Okay, so let's make another file, order router. Okay, same way this guy, and same thing, configure like this, slash order. This gonna be the order router. Okay, anything starts from slash order comes to order router. So let's make the setup. Can we get the setup from somewhere? Copy and paste it. Usage to place an order. So path and all, simply get it, paste it. Okay, so it's gonna be the post request. It's gonna be the post request, and this says slash. This says slash order, place an order. So success. This will place an order. Okay, same thing on last setup. Paste it. This is for get all orders. All orders. I can just say slash order slash all. Better convenient. Slash all. This is gonna be get. I think it's wrong. It's like this. Copy, replace here. Okay, so slash orders slash all. You can also make the document to be slash all. Okay, fine, slash all. You get all orders. Copy and paste it. That's done. Okay, we have one last router, that is payment router. So I make one last file. So new what, JavaScript. So payment router. Okay, so same setup like this guy, copy and paste it. Let's make export. Same way this guy, copy, paste it. In between something. Okay, so accept the Stripe payments. Something more also will come here apart from that. So we will let you, I'll let you know once we start with the payments class. Okay, meanwhile, let's start with the dummy route. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, this is gonna be the post. This is slash pay and success, accept payments. But I have not configured the slash payment. I think here, yes, correct. Slash payment, slash payment is gonna be the payment route. Okay, so server configuration is finished. Okay, this dummy configuration is done, and routers is done. Let's start with database models. It's a long story. Okay, let's start with the database models. I just create another folder called models. So in models, let's create each table specific information. Yeah, we have three tables: orders, products, users. So let's start with orders. So I think here new new JavaScript, just say capital order table. So here you just say what, constant mongoose is equal to require mongoose. Then so let order schema is equal to new mongoose dot schema, capital schema provided an object which contains a table setup, which contains nested object also. Yeah, let's I tell you. First name, I just write like this. They say type will be string, capital string, and required is, yeah, required will be true. Okay, one more. What is that? Email. So who is the person? I mean, what is the person's email, and what is the person? Only name, email is there. Don't we have mobile number? Yeah, let's add mobile number as well. So mobile number of a person. Can you take number or string? Let's take string. Okay, I think I have a full description somewhere. 1 minute. Oh, here not there. Then obviously here only, na. Oh, okay. Type I have not mentioned somewhere. Yeah. So mobile number string, just in a string format you can keep it. Next, because I need the person who order, name required, mobile number required, email required. Okay, and can you modify this? Extra email and mobile also required. Okay, and items is an array of objects. So let's say items is an array in that contains each object contains uh, name, quantity, price. So name of that will be type string, required obviously true. Let me copy because everywhere required is true. Okay, name, price and quantity. So price, this will be a number. Next, quantity QTY will be the same. Okay, and then along with that we have tax total and created date. So comma tax will be type number, required true. Next, next tax total will be number, required true. One last one, created data. When did you place an order? So data, this is automatic. So just say default will be, that will be date dot now. So by the time you place an order, it will take the one which you made. I think it's here only. Okay, so this is your table structure, which contains an items and array, which contain the nested multiple array items. So what are all items you have placed with each information? That's fine. Let's make now. Let's order is equal to mongoose dot model. You provide this order. That's a lowercase order, comma order schema, and then array, module dot exports is equal to order. Done. That's about order table. Okay. Next, uh, products table is a long story. Can you take the same copy, or I'll do one thing. Order I copy, paste it. Just say product. In product, just say the product schema. Product schema. Let's make this also product schema. This will be the product. This will be the capital product. This guy also product. Fine. So what is there here? Too many things. Name, brand, price, quantity. Name, okay. Remaining and all you delete. Name, brand. So what's the product brand? Type string only. Brand, price, quantity, image. Yeah, let's start with image first. Brand, image, string only, and price, quantity. So let's take the price will be a number. quantity will be a number. Next, category description usage. So category is string, category description, description string, usage, usage information also string, and created same like this. When did you upload the product? Time. Fine. This is about product schema. Next, let's start with users table. It's full of details again. So let's make copy these products, paste it. Let's say user. Yeah, here it will be what user schema, and the same user schema you provide here. This will be capital user. This will be capital user, and this will be just user. Okay, and things. So name, email, password. Name is fine. Remaining and all you delete. Name, email, string, password, string, avatar is admin, avatar string only, URL will come now. Is admin, admin user is gonna be the boolean, and created, yeah, we have it along with address. Is a address is an array object, it's an array. Okay, okay, let's say address is an array, one object, keep what. So flat, street, landmark, long story. Can you copy something? So flat, street, landmark, city, state, country pin, city, state, country, pin, mobile. Mobile also I'm using string only because I have used the same mobile in the order item also. It's string. So here also string. So no conversion problem will come. String it is. Fine. Anything else? That's it. Okay. So we have finished with server, code, router, and this guy. Everything is done. Now let's focus on client again. Okay, server part is done, right? We will do the actual routing in a moment. First, we'll make a design first. So design looks like this guy. If you go online shopping application, yeah, there's a home page. This one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, do one thing. Let's postpone to the next class. Okay, so this is enough. Okay, so now let's postpone to the next class. So next class will be Sunday, not sure. Okay, so no class on Sunday, or I inform by today evening. Okay, today evening or tomorrow morning. Sunday, where I go. Okay, Sunday no class then. No class Sunday. Directly we'll meet on Monday. Okay, because yeah. So no class on Sunday. We'll directly on Monday and we'll continue this application from Monday onwards. And same timing, Monday evening time only. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And happy Diwali to everyone. Thank you. Okay, so thank you so much, and let's meet on Monday. Thank you.